Hey, ladies and gentlemen, holy smokes, hard for me to get this thing going. I got a crying baby here. I got all these lines drawn. And this is just a paper trading account, by the way. I recommend everybody paper trade, especially using this TD Thinkorswim paper trading account because it gives you live charts, live timing sales, but the quotes, everything else is delayed. So, but still make and getting good practice by trading with this platform. Most platforms that have paper trading, you either have to pay for the market data or you have to use delayed data, which is kind of garbage because it executes you at current market price if you try to place a trade. So it's just garbage. Well, right now we've been long 50 contracts. Now this is something that I want to start implementing into my account because I've started trading I believe in the beginning of January with about $600 US, and I went from $600 US from the 13th of January to about $3,500 on the 28th of January, and then I put all the money on one trade and then blew up the account like an idiot. But it's because of other reasons. Like I took like $700 lost the day before, and then that day, the 28th, I took another $700 loss. So then I was like, let me just put the 2,400 on and try to see if I could make a trade out of it. But whatever. I did something really stupid. I was actually up $485, and then I knew I was on the wrong side of the trade, and when I was up to 480, I should have took it, and then I was down 480, and then I wanted to take my loss, and then psychologically I started breaking down, started hoping, and yeah, that's when the trade went really wrong. But anyways, we're here. I actually bought this right here. So I drew these lines from over here. Stock went down, popped back up. I actually missed the short here. Then it came up, broke through the level. Once it broke above here, I missed it again. But when it came back and held, I got in when it broke back above. I should have got out right here when it tested this level, but I didn't. Then it came back down and it actually broke through this level. This should have been a stop, but I held, because of experience and the way the formation of the stock has been trading. It kind of seems like it was making this heads and inverse heads and shoulders. So like I kind of held beyond my reasonable stop, which is 10 cents below my level. But whatever. Anyways, so now I've been holding this still because I have a good feeling that this is gonna continue on the way up because of the head and shoulder pattern, and then as we started going back up, created this level right here, which then it pulled back into the level and then popped up again and then pulled back into the level again. Now we're on our way up again, but we have to get through this overhead supply from this level to get to the next level, which is going to be probably right around here, maybe. This is the level we probably have to get through. I'm thinking if not there, then it is perhaps. Oh snap! It is perhaps here. Man, I hate when too much clicks, man. Too much clicks. Here. If you don't see, it pulled down and then retested once already, but yeah. So if not here, here. So we'll see how price interacts when he gets up there. But I'm going to, for now, put the lines here. Let's see what happens first there. Then I can mentally, use my eyes and watch up here. Anyways, so now we're heading on our way up. We broke the neckline of the inverse heads and shoulders. See, boom, shoulder, I guess, head and shoulder, neckline, boom, broken. So I don't know how far above they say usually normally is gonna go. But what we have here is a great trade because we actually bought these 50 contracts at 95 cents, and right now, as you can see, at the time of sales for the contract is $1.22. So it was the last buy of the contract. So the ask is 119 now, and that gives us pretty much almost 25 cents. So 25 cents on 50 contracts is in and around about 2.5, about 750. Yeah, 750. Yeah, I believe that's about $750. So it's a great trade. And then if you're trading with Quest Trade, which I trade with, that's about it's gonna cost you about almost $60 to place a trade. So give or take $100. So it'd be a $650 profit right now. Well, what we look like, see, we just touched that line. Bam. We're gonna sell. See how we touched the line, and it fell. Yeah, we broke above this line, so I'm gonna get rid of these. Right? Let me get rid of these. See, a cleaner chart looks way better. It makes things a lot easier to see and understand. But I'm just saying, man, use your trend lines, use your levels. It's not hard to go find out about these levels. You do a Google search and then you can find out about them. Right now I'm just using that, and I've been practicing with that. So I'm about to probably make a deposit and restart the trade again by the end of February, and we'll see how things go. I'll make another video and get back to you guys, let you know how things go. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of things out there that you guys need to get yourself familiar with, because trust me, there's a lot of fraudulent things happening in the market, I believe, but a lot of people sometimes don't have the ear to listen to someone that hasn't been very successful in the market. But anyways, take what knowledge you guys can take from this and enjoy your day and the rest of your year and trading career.